Friend, let's make this easy for your pup. Here's the truth about creating a deep, unbreakable bond. Most dog owners miss this one simple truth about communication. You won't after today. It's not about being perfect. It's about loving your dog better with more understanding and intention. Before we dive into the big rules, let's try something right now, a small moment of connection that speaks volumes. Try this gentle touch technique. Place your hand softly on your dog's shoulder, where the neck meets the back. Don't pat, just rest it there with calm, steady energy. Now, with your thumb and index finger, gently and slowly stroke down the outside of your dog's ear, from the base all the way to the tip. Do this a few times with a soft, deliberate motion. You are signaling safety. You are communicating love without a single word. This simple, gentle touch can lower their heart rate and yours. Scientifically, this gentle pressure can stimulate the vagus nerve, which is like a superhighway for calm signals in the body. Comfort is chemistry, not luck. You just created a chemical reaction of calm. Now, let's talk about the unspoken rules your dog wishes you knew. The first rule is the simplest and the most powerful. It's the rule of the daily routine. Why it matters is simple. Predictability creates security for your dog. A predictable world lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, for both of you. A dog who knows what to expect is a dog who feels safe. They aren't wondering when their next meal is, or if they'll get to go outside to relieve themselves. They trust the rhythm of the day you create, and that trust is the bedrock of your bond. Here's the secret: what to do is almost effortless. It's not about a military-style schedule. Aim for measured portions twice daily, at roughly the same times. A 15-minute morning walk to smell the world, and an evening play session to unwind. Consistent commands during your 5-minute training sessions. It doesn't need to be rigid down to the minute. A dog can't read a clock, but they can feel the rhythm of a reliable day. This daily routine becomes their anchor in a sometimes confusing human world. Now let's talk about those consistent commands, because this is where so many good intentions fall apart. This is your foundation for clear communication. The exact technique is about your words. Choose one word for each command and stick with it. Is it down for lying down, or is it off for getting off the sofa? Is it leave it, or is it drop it? Pick one. Share it with your family. Put a sticky note on the fridge if you have to. One command at a time. If a command fails, try a different approach later. You're not being difficult, you're being clear. This consistency is a gift you give your dog every single day. Here's a quick story. Situation: a family I worked with had a sweet golden retriever named Daisy who seemed stubborn. They'd say, "Drop it," "Give," "Let go" when she had a stolen sock. Choice: they chose one phrase, "Drop it." And everyone in the house, including the grandkids, used only that phrase, followed by a treat when she did. Change: within days, Daisy was dropping the sock immediately, not because she was suddenly more obedient, but because she finally understood the request. Clarity created confidence. The second rule is the rule of calm conversation. Your dog is a master at reading energy. Your tone of voice matters infinitely more than the words you say. Why it matters is because your stress becomes their stress. A scientific principle called emotional contagion shows that dogs can actually mirror our stress levels. Your calm energy is still healing, even when things go wrong. So, what do? Here's a 1-minute win. Lower your voice half a tone, end sentences down. A high-pitched, frantic voice signals alarm to their primal brain. A calm, lower tone signals that you are in control and everything is okay. When you praise your dog, make it warm and happy but not hysterical. When you need to correct, make it firm and low, not angry and loud. Do this next. The exact technique is for you, not your dog. When you feel frustrated or overwhelmed by their behavior, the barking, the jumping, the accident on the rug, stop. Just stop. Before you react, take a breath and tell yourself, "Okay, my dog is stressed. My job is to be the calm one." Put your hand on your heart and breathe with me. In for 4, hold for 2, out for 6. Again. This small pause prevents you from reacting with panic and allows you to respond with purpose. Slow is cheap. Rushed is expensive. Rushed reactions damage trust. Slow responses build it. Let's say your dog wakes you up in the middle of the night. Your heart is pounding, you feel annoyed. Instead of a sharp, "What is it?" try this internal script. "Okay, I'm awake." Rest is still restorative. "I'll breathe and go dim." By managing your own startle response, you keep the whole house calm, take care of their need, and get back to sleep faster. Now, let's be honest. Every living creature needs a place to retreat. This brings us to rule number 3, the rule of the safe space. Why it matters is that your dog needs a personal den, a place where they are guaranteed peace and quiet. This isn't a luxury, it's a biological necessity. In the wild, a den is essential for safety and rest. Giving them this builds their confidence and gives them a healthy way to cope with household stress, like visitors or loud noises. What to do is straightforward. Designate a specific spot, a crate, a dog bed in a quiet corner of the living room as your dog's safe space. Make it comfortable with their favorite blanket or an old t-shirt that smells like you. And here is the non-negotiable part. This space is never, ever used for punishment. It must always be a place of wonderful things, a sanctuary. Finally, teach everyone in the home, especially children, that when the dog is in their safe space, they are not to be disturbed. They are off the clock. Here's a story. Last spring, Max, a little terrier mix, was terrified of thunderstorms. He would pant, pace, and try to hide behind the toilet. Situation: Max's storm anxiety was escalating. Choice: we created a safe den for him in a closet, added his coziest bed, a water bowl, and played calming classical music whenever the weather turned. We made it his choice to go in there. Change: the transformation was incredible. Now, at the first rumble of thunder, he trots into his closet den on his own. One small change, a dedicated safe space, brought him big peace. This is positive reinforcement in action. The exact technique is about making the crate a paradise. Don't just shove your dog in. Leave the door open all day. Randomly toss high-value treats in there during the day for them to discover on their own. Feed them their meals in there. Give them a special puzzle toy, like a frozen Kong, that they only get in their safe space. This transforms it from a cage into a private suite they choose to enter. For extra security, create a nightlight path from your bedroom to their safe space so they can navigate easily in the dark if they feel anxious. One more thing. Rule number 4 is the rule of clear communication, and this is about you. You are your dog's advocate. Why it matters is because your dog cannot speak for themselves at the vet, the groomer, or when meeting an enthusiastic stranger. Your voice protects them from fear, pain, and overwhelm. What to do is prepare your words. Plans on paper survive parking lots. Before a vet visit, write your top concern on a sticky note. That way, when you're flustered, you have a script. You can walk in and say, "I'll be brief, my top concern is this new limp." This shows respect for their time while ensuring your main issue is addressed first. When the vet explains the plan, you repeat it back. "Let me repeat what I heard to make sure I have it right. I'll give this pill twice a day with food. I'll call you if the limping gets worse, and we will follow up in 2 weeks. Is that correct?" This ensures you leave with clarity, not confusion. Use this exact phrase for power. "My dog's main concern today is his constant scratching. What are our treatment options, and when do we follow up?" If a behavior is new, always ask, "This behavior is new for my dog. What else could cause it?" It prompts a deeper look beyond the obvious. The exact technique extends beyond the vet. At the groomer, instead of a vague "be gentle," you can say, "May I have extra time to make my dog comfortable before we start?" Or, "He is sensitive about his back feet. Please go slowly there." When traveling, you can ask an airline attendant, "May I pre-board for extra time to get my dog settled?" This isn't being demanding. It's being a responsible guardian. When a stranger with a booming voice rushes toward your dog, you become a gentle fence. You physically step between them and say, "I can't let my dog do that, but I can offer a gentle sniff of his back while I hold his collar." You are setting a boundary for your dog's comfort. No rush. You control the interaction with a clear, calm no and a smaller, clear yes. This even applies to reducing your own stress in public. At a busy checkout, feeling the pressure of the line behind you can make you tense, which your dog feels through the leash. Have a plan. Say the total, "I tap once." If it fails, void before a second. This tiny script for tap-to-pay issues keeps you from fumbling and getting flustered. Your calm is their calm. This is your freedom work. This brings us to our final rule, Rule 5, the rule of purposeful play. Daily walks are medicine. Regular exercise keeps dogs healthy and happy. But their minds need exercise too. Why it matters is that a mentally tired dog is a happy dog. A bored dog will find their own, often destructive, ways to stay busy. What to do is simple. Integrate 5-minute sessions of brain games into your day. You don't need expensive equipment. Quality food prevents health issues. Proper portions keep dogs at ideal weight, and using a few pieces of that daily kibble for games is a perfect use of calories. And for those days when a long walk is just too much, remember the tired day alternative. If a 15-minute morning walk feels impossible because your hip is acting up or the weather is awful, try a 5-minute scent game indoors. It can be just as tiring for your dog's brain as a long walk is for their body. Do you do this too? Remember, if walking is too much for you, do 10 heel raises at the sink while the kettle boils. Your small efforts matter. The exact technique is the find it game. Start easy. Put your dog in a sit-stay. Let them watch you place a treat under one of 3 plastic cups. Give the release command, find it, and let them nose at the correct cup. Celebrate with warm praise when they do. As they get better, you can shuffle the cups or hide treats in easy spots around the room. This tiny game builds focus, problem-solving skills, and confidence. It's the ultimate positive reinforcement. Another 1-minute win is a muffin tin puzzle. Just drop a few pieces of kibble into the cups of a muffin tin and cover them with tennis balls. Let your dog figure out how to nudge the balls out to get the reward. It's simple, effective, and profoundly satisfying for them. Before we finish, it is crucial to know the red flags that mean you need a vet now, not later. These are non-negotiable emergencies. Watch for these 3 things. First, repeated, unproductive vomiting or retching, especially if it's accompanied by a swollen, hard belly. This can be a sign of bloat, which is life-threatening. Second, a sudden inability to use their back legs, a drunken walk, or a dramatic head tilt with loss of balance. These could indicate a serious neurological issue. And third, pale or white gums combined with severe lethargy or collapse. This signals internal bleeding or shock. These are emergencies. Know where your 24-hour emergency vet is before you ever need it. Let's recap the heart of our talk. These are not just rules, they are acts of love. First, create a predictable daily routine to build your dog's sense of security and lower their stress. Second, use your calm energy and gentle touch to communicate safety and love, remembering that your peace becomes their peace. Third, create a true sanctuary, a safe space that is only for comfort, never for punishment. Fourth, be your dog's clear voice, advocating for their needs with prepared phrases at the vet, with strangers, and anywhere they feel vulnerable. And fifth, engage their brilliant minds with purposeful play, because a mentally tired dog is a happy, peaceful companion. This is not vanity, it's freedom work. The freedom that comes from a deep, trusting relationship with your dog, where communication flows both ways. I'm cheering for you. Which 2 habits start today?